And welcome to the Forza Summer Series Classic here at o30clan.com. We are at Season 5, Race number 2, here at Circuit de Spa Francorchamps. Francorchamps. They got that right. Excellent. We're just at the beginning of our qualifier laps right now, where our contestants are doing 3 laps to determine the race order for today's race. While this is ongoing, we'll just do some quick camera adjustments. And we'll take you through our players this evening. So in first place, we have Anita Break. We are doing a 5-second delayed start, so first, second, third, fourth, and fifth are not necessarily going to be displayed in order on the track. However, will be displayed via their time. So we do have Anita in the first place, being passed by Centrino Butts here in the opening qualifying laps. She is driving a 2016 Dodge Viper ACR, running a 6.5 top speed, 6.9 handling, and a 9.1 acceleration. Moving over to GCAB. GCAB is running a 2014 Lamborghini LP610-4 with a top speed of 7.4.
Alright,
handling 6.3 as he just quickly spun around and we messed up, so we're going to be redoing things, which is fantastic. How badly did you screw up? You restarting, Black?
Yeah, sorry. We screwed up and the collision wasn't off. And
oh, okay,
so
no
when
worries.
you tap, you get a dirty lap and you got to restart.
Yeah, do your thing.
Sorry.
It's supposed to be.
So thank you for all who's checking us out. We're just getting our pace lap started here. Or not pace lap, I apologize. The qualifying laps. We're doing 3 laps to essentially set the race order. So we're just getting that underway. We have some music in the background for you to enjoy. And welcome to the pre-qualifying laps for the Forza Summer Series Classic here at the Over30 Clan. I'm your host, o30c, member of the Over30 Clan. I'll be taking you through tonight's festivities, which is pretty awesome, pretty exciting. We have 3 laps for a qualifying race. That'll set the race order for our contestants. Then we're going to move into a 21-lap race with a 1-lap pace lap to set the pace of the race, which will be absolutely fantastic. And we're just loading in here. Alright, we are starting a 5-second delay timer just to make sure the the racers are spaced out a little bit so we can make sure that this is as clean as possible. As you can see there, we do have collision turned off. We have simulated fuel, tire, and damage turned on. Let's take you through the racers today while we finish up our qualifying laps. So Centrino Butts, currently in first place, running a 2005 TBR. He is 7.1 top speed, 6.6 handling, and a awesome glossy, dark, well, black, almost black and blue like purple finish, which is absolutely fantastic. Paint job on Centrino, Centurio, I should say. Black Death running a snazzy 1995 Ferrari F50, 7.8 top speed, 6.2 handling, 9.3 acceleration. This will be an absolutely blazing fast car. You'll have to watch the tight turns. He's spotting a red and black paint job with some cool decals, which do look pretty sweet, actually. Actually really impressed with the way that looks. Moving on to Anita Break. She's running a 2016 Dodge Viper ACR, 6.5 top speed, 6.9 handling, 9.1 acceleration, in a glossy black finish with a nice little skull decal in the back. Absolutely fantastic. GCAV currently in 4th place. He's running a purple 2014 Lamborghini with a purple black paint job. Over 30 clan decal. Sit there in the back representing the clan. Good job, GCAV. Oh, cold. In 5th place currently, 2018 Porsche 911, 8.0 top speed, 6.1 handling, in a cool gray and green supporting the Microsoft logos for some strange reason with the Xbox decals. And Vindadu running a 1997 McLaren F1 GT, 7.6 top speed, 6.7 handling, with a glossy black finish. Very, very classy indeed, with a nice spoiler. Awesome. So we're currently on the first lap of the qualifying lap. Let's go ahead and take a look at the lap leader here. Centurino Butts as he flies through this track. You can notice the track is currently in Circuit de Spa Francorchamps, which is a very windy track with a lot of hairpin-like turns, a couple depth turns and depth S's as well, which will provide some great excitement for us as they try to rush through this track and gain speed on one another. So we're just finishing up here. Again, this is the pre-qualifying race. This is just to set the order for which the drivers will be racing tonight. Whoops. For anyone who might be joining us right now, we're just running the pre-qualifying lap for the Forza Summer Series, race number 2, season 5, here at the Over 30 clan. We currently have 6 contestants tonight. We're doing our initial pre-qualifying laps here to set the pace order. It is a 5-second delay on the start to make sure that we have a clean lap. Collision is currently off. We do have simulated fuel, simulated damage, and tire damage turned on. The only assists allowed are ABS brake assistant, and we have the restrictions of the cars above my head that you can see clearly there, hopefully. We are running the Circuit de Spa Francorchamps track, which is a really interesting mountainous track here with a very, very good visibility and slight overcast, as you can see today with the map. There's some really tough turns that are going to make it very difficult, and a lot of the drivers today are running very high top speed cars. So heavy braking around these tight turns, as you can see here, stretching our butts, working through this S-bend here is going to be critical, and definitely gives the opportunity for us to see possibly some exciting crashes or some other things that might transpire today that could be of interest to capture on video and immortalize on the internet. I'm your host, o30c, member of the Over 30 clan, and the race announcer for today's race. And we're just listening to some music by Fabian Arena, just to get us a little bit pumped for the pre-qualifying laps here as we finish off the last lap of the pre-qualifiers for race number 2 of Forza Summer Series Classic. Quickly get out of here and go to the... Excuse me for 1 second here while I fix the channel, because I'm a guest host and I can't edit it unless I go here. Alright, we should be all fixed up. Let's quickly double checking the creator dashboard here. Okay, we are having some slight... There we go. Excellent. I got the category updated. Excellent. So we have set our pace order this afternoon. We're just going to give a few seconds for our host, Black Death, to set the race order, and then we'll begin our race number 2 of the Season 5 Summer Series Classic here at Over30 Clan. We are running Class S today with the restrictions you see above my head. The lap is in Frankenchomps. It is a very windy mountainous track with a lot of awesome curves, so it's going to be a pretty exciting race today. We only have 6 racers this afternoon. We did have a few unfortunate people back out. We typically have about 9 to 12 racers, so slightly less racers than normal, but should be still a very exciting series. We do have a 12 race series here at the Over30 Clan. We do have 2 series per year, so we have a summer series and then a winter series or season. And it's a best of 12, best 10 of 12 races. So racers, their top 10 finishes counts. This allows us to accommodate for life events that come up and people unable to make the at any specific date. I am a member of the Over30 Clan. I'm o30c. I'll be taking you guys through the race this afternoon or this evening. You can check out the Over30 Clan at www.over30clan.com. And let's get started. Yep, no, fair enough. So we'll be doing a quick false start here just to make sure we have everyone in the game prior to the race beginning. Yep, thanks Anita for the update. We are running a Gleam.io giveaway for the next week. We are giving away a used RX 480 4K graphics card graciously donated by one of the Over 30 clan members. This link to the contest is in the Gleam.io link. And we're getting started. So let me fix the camera here really quickly because the game is absolute poop. So we are setting the pace lap today. We currently have in first place Centurino Butts, who's setting the pace for us this evening. He is driving, or sorry, is GKev setting the pace? Who's setting the pace? There we go, Centurino Butts is setting the pace, I believe. 7.1 top speed, 2005 TVR with 6.6 handling in a awesome blue, dark purple paint job, as you can see here, which is pretty awesome. GKev in a 2014 Lamborghini Huracan with a 7.4 top speed, 6.3 handling. Oh, and we almost have an accident. GKev passing the pace car again. Tisk GKev. Vindadu with a 7.6 top speed, 6.7 handling. 1997 McLaren F1. Black Death moving slightly ahead of him in fourth place. And a 1995 Ferrari F50 with a cool black and red paint job. Anita Brake in fifth place with her 2016 Viper ACR, 6.5 top speed and 6.9 handling. And currently in last place is the Out Cold, running a 2018 Porsche 911 with an 8.0 top speed, 6.1 handling. As you can see, we have overcast. It is a very mountainous track, a lot of great windy turns, some downhill reverse camber type things, and some S-bends here at the end of the finish. So it should be a very exciting race. So we're just finishing up the pace lap here. Let's go ahead and visit our race leader and pace lap setter, Centurio Butts, as he continues to set the pace. As you can tell, we're very experienced and know how to keep in order here at the Over30clan.com. If you want to learn more about the Over30 Clan, go to www.over30clan.com. You can find us on Twitter under Over30Clan USA. You can find us on SoundCloud by googling or by searching for Over30Clan, and we also have a blog at blog.over30clan.com. We're everywhere on the interwebs. We are a clan dedicated to the older generation of gamers. You must be 30 years or old to join. However, we do have made exceptions, minor exceptions, for known friends of the clan. We are dedicated to the older generation of gamers, primarily because there's no other community out there that really does, and we decided to create our own environment that fits our needs as full-blown adults with jobs and wives and kids and families. So we are a very lax clan. We only have a few events that happen every week that are pretty standard. So the Forza series is something that we do ongoing twice a year. 12 races each season, 2 seasons per year. This is one of the only sort of regimented events that we do, and then we do a few others that are not so regimented, like weekly get-togethers for Overwatch and things like that. So it's pretty exciting. So we do cater towards the needs of the adult gamer who doesn't have all the free time on their hands as you might when you're younger, and this is the reason why we started the Over 30 Clan. So we're just about to finish the pace lap here. So Centurino Butts is currently in first place, and we're about to get started for our second lap in the very first lap of the 20-lap race here at the Over30clan.com. GKev making a move right out of the gates to get some speed. We see them battling here as they go through. Oh, and we have a spin out by Centurino Butts. He's able to make sure he doesn't smash into the wall. We do have damage turned on, so that would be absolutely detrimental at the very first part of the race to lose something like a wheel or the gearbox or something like that. So, you know, him just losing a few positions is actually quite minimal compared to what could have been. So let's go ahead and take a look at. I want to see Centurino Butts here. He's not satisfied with taking that little spin out at the beginning and is looking to make up some time here as he is approaching Black Death, although Black Death now is pulling ahead, showing off his top speed. Let's go ahead and take a peek at what Black Death's up to in his 1995 Ferrari F50. Look at that acceleration, 9.3. Just absolutely fantastic. Centurino looking to make a move on Black here in the S-bend. Unable to capitalize on that. We do see some bunching up as we go into turn number 4 here. I mean, everyone has to slow down quite considerably as you go across this hairpin turn downhill. Centurino Butts pulling ahead of Black and reclaiming third place position here. Now with these extremely fast S-Series cars, we do have to be very careful if they don't accidentally approach some of these turns too quickly. This could be absolutely detrimental. We do have ABS turned on. It's one of the only exceptions allowed here at the o30 clan. Vindadu hitting the dirt and spinning out there as he falls back into 5th position. Let's take a look at Need a Break, and currently in 2nd place. We did have a delayed start, so the order that you see on the track may not necessarily be the order at which they are in. The delayed start is to spread the cars out just a tad bit, so there is a bit more of a dynamic race, as opposed to being all bunched up at the beginning. As a reminder, Need a Break is running 2016 Viper ACR with an incredible top speed of 9.1 or 9.1 acceleration with a decent top speed and very good handling. As she approaches the out cold, is currently in 2nd place. Let's go take a look at our race leader, GKev. 1st place is 2014 Lamborghini. Just flying down this track as he approaches this uphill slight right turn, followed by an excellent straightaway going into a death of an S-bend. So this is where the cars, I think, are going to get into most of the trouble as they max out the top acceleration and top speed of their car going into this crazy tight S-turn. It really requires you to slam the brakes on quite heavily in order to get around this part safely. As GKev almost loses control there. A little bit of tire slippage in the back, as you can see. And slows down for this other incredibly difficult hairpin downhill turn along the side of the mountain. Looks like Vindadu and Black are having a little bit of a battle here for 2nd and 3rd place, as Vindadu is eyeing that 2nd place position from Black Death. You know, these type of straightaways really show off the acceleration that the cars have. Because you got to be very careful not to overcommit here. Tire damage is turned on, so the harder you brake, the more chance you have of creating like a slick condition for yourself. There appears to be a battle for 4th and 5th place as well, as the Need a Break is keeping her pace with the out cold. The out cold almost spinning out there as you saw his tires slipping and smoke coming out the back. That could have been absolutely detrimental. Let's go to our 1st place leader GKev here as he finishes up his 2nd lap going into lap number 4. We did have 1 pace lap at the beginning. This is a 20 lap race with 1 pace at the beginning for our drivers. So far, he's having a very excellent race. He did have an initial little spin out there. He didn't hit anything or hit the wall, but he did come very close, and he lost a few positions there, but he was able to make it up since then and is driving an excellent race. Looks like Vindadu and Black are still battling for 3rd and 4th. Centurion Butts pulling in a lap of 2:24. His best lap so far of this race was an excellent lap time for this racetrack, where a lot of drivers are struggling to hit 2:26, 2:27. Just as a reminder, he is driving the 97 McLaren F1 GT. Beautiful paint job. I love the rear mirrors, or the rear windows in this car. They look absolutely futuristic and fantastic. The thing about the supercars is they definitely definitely have no limit on the amount of money in aesthetics and these pleasing aesthetics that they put into these vehicles. There is no limit on the amount of money that they put into these cars. As you see, our drivers being very cautious around these very tight turns. Want to make sure that you don't overcommit here, end up in the dirt and spin out. Black Death driving in front of him, a very safe, cautious race, giving Venditti a little bit of an opportunity to maybe pass him here as they move into the straightaway. And this is really where the top speed and acceleration of Black Death's really shows off. Let's take a peek at what Black Death is driving again as a little reminder here. He is driving the 1995 Ferrari F5. He has a 9.3 acceleration, which is one of the top accelerations with a top speed of 7.8, which is absolutely fantastic. We're seeing him leverage that acceleration as he pulls away after all these very tight turns where you have to slow the car down quite considerably to get through. Venditti is looking to keep really close pace with Black Death, though. And we might see some passing here. And we do have Centrino Butts. Centurio Butts making a move to get past Black Death. He's currently our race leader. We did have a delayed start, so probably about 15-20 seconds ahead of Centurio and where Black Death started, so this is why you're seeing lapping starting very early in the race. The Centurio Butt's currently in second place. Just wants to make sure he's very careful as they go around this tight turn here. And he's currently passing Black Death. We do have them in a Discord channel, so they are communicating with each other and then letting people know when they're about to pass so that we have a less opportunity for crashes. So far, everyone's driving a very clean race. And our leader here, I need a break. She's driving a 2006 Dodge Viper, running an excellent race right now. We actually might see here lap a couple people as we finish up lap number 5 here. For anyone who might have joined us, we are in the second race of season number 2, or season number 5, here at the Summer Series Forza Classic at the Over30clan.com. This is a weekly race that we run here at the Over30clan.com. And we run a winter series and a summer series with 2 seasons per year. Each season is about 12 races. We do only take the top 10 of each driver's finishes. So if you're unable to make one of the weeks, or you have a sick kid at home, or just tired from work or what have you, we only take the top 10 finishes for the overall standings for the season, allowing you to miss 2 races and still be very competitive. So Anita here driving a very good race as she finishes up lap number 5 here. Let's go take a look at our other drivers. Centurio Butts currently in second place. Looks like there might have been a little altercation with, I think it's Black Death or Vindadu. Just flying down this straightaway as he goes uphill S-bend. Uphill little bit of an S. Oh, almost losing control. Going into the cautionary track there as he pulls out. He is driving a blazing fast 2005 TVR, 7.1 speed, 9 acceleration. Black Death's acceleration is being shown off here as he approaches this crazy S-bend and laps and pulls ahead of Centurio Butts. Centurio Butts is currently still in second place. He's running the best lap today at a 2.2346. We did have a delayed start. This is why you're seeing the pacing that you're seeing, and Centurio Butts is going to be lapping Black here on the 6th lap. let's continue on and visit our other drivers here. So GKev is currently in 3rd place. Again, as a reminder, he is driving the 2014 Lamborghini with 7.4 top speed, 6.3 handling, 9.1 acceleration. Beautiful burnt orange paint job with a representation sticker on the back of the Over 30 Clan Racing, which is pretty awesome. As he approaches the final hairpin S-bend, this is just one of the most treacherous turns in this track as he completes his 6th lap. In 4th place is Vindadu with this futuristic-looking 1997 McLaren. With an awesome gloss black paint job. As he finishes up his 6th lap here in 4th place. Black Death currently in 5th. Driving 1995 Ferrari F50. 7.8 top speed, 9.3 acceleration. Just a blazing fast car off the gates. Can you imagine having one of these on the Autobahn? Would be pretty incredible. Got the out cold in 6th place. With his 2018 Porsche 911, 8.0 top speed, 6.1 handling, 9.1 acceleration. So the players seem to be opting for cars with very high acceleration, I guess because of the massive braking that needs to be done here at some of these turns. To be able to pick up that speed quickly and capitalize on a car's acceleration. There isn't too many straightaways. We do have one on turn number 3 here, which is a fairly long straightaway, which would benefit the higher top speed, but we do have a lot of opportunities where the cars do have to slow down to make the turns, and so a high acceleration is definitely in favor as well. And we see the drivers looking to make that change. Let's take a look at our race leader GKev as he is finishing up lap number 7 here, about halfway through his 2014 Lamborghini. Just having an excellent race. We do have Centurio Butts and Vindadu here battling it up for 4th and 5th position. Let's just take a look at our lagger here and see if he's going to make any moves. He is looking to make a move on Vindadu here, and we are seeing him being able to pass him here on the straightaway, taking advantage of his acceleration, 9.0 acceleration, 7.1 top speed, which is absolutely fantastic. So we will see a pretty exciting battle between 4th and 5th position. Maybe being a little bit too aggressive as he has to take that turn a little extra wide, giving Vindadu the opportunity to take back 5th position. I feel like these players or these drivers are going to go back and forth all evening. Oh, we do see some paint rubbing there on the back left corner of Centurio. Let's take a look at Vindadu's perception here as he chases Centurio's pole position. Oh, we see him making a little bit of an error there and losing a bit of momentum as he hits the grass. You definitely want to avoid that. You want to drive aggressive, but you want to make sure that you don't lose pace because of over-aggression. As you can see, just from that small little slip-up, he is dropping quite considerably. Oh, and we had a little slight glitch there, but we're back. Thank God. Oh, so we did have a movement here of the pole position, so GKev is now in 1st place, Theo Cold in 2nd, and Anita Break in 3rd. So we did have a mix-up of the pole positions here. Let's take a look at Black Death here. It's currently in 6th place, looking to make some progress and possibly challenge the 4th and 5th place pole position, as he is about halfway through his lap, number 8. Just absolutely fantastic clean driving from our drivers today. Now, this is that last treacherous S-turn where you really do have to slow down quite considerably in order to make it through here without rubbing any paint or damaging any hoods. And Black Death here is going to finish off his lap number 9. Let's go take a look at our pole position leader, GCAV, who is driving an excellent race, as well ahead of the pack. Here we are. The Occult currently in 2nd place, followed closely by Anita Brakes. We do have a little bit of a battle going on for 2nd and 3rd place pole position here, as Anita is keeping it cold in her grasps here. She's only about 7 or 8 car lengths behind, but you can see that her top speed is definitely lagging over the Occult during the straightaway. It gives the Occult a little bit of an advantage, but I wonder if her acceleration out of these turns. Oh, and we see Occult taking that turn a little wide. Is this Anita Brakes' opportunity to attack and possibly pass him? She's made up a lot of different car lengths. She's only about 1 car length away right now, just hugging his left bumper there. We're coming into some very difficult turns here. Is Anita going to take this one a little bit tighter and be able to take the position of the Occult? You can tell she just wants to be able to put the gas on, but can't quite hold that turn if she does so. Occult is barely holding onto his lead here in 2nd place. Oh, is this her opportunity to pass right here? She's looking for that one small mistake, that one very wide turn from Occult. Maybe he hits the grass a little bit, and she'll pounce. You definitely feel that she's just waiting for that opportunity right now. As we finish lap number 10 of the 21-lap race here, race number 2, season 5 of the Summer Series Forza Classic. Oh, Occult taking that turn very wide. Here's that crazy S-bend turn. Is she going to make a move here? Oh, cutting the grass a little bit. Losing a bit of momentum. You don't want to be spinning out here. These two in a little bit. So let's take a look at Vendati and what he's doing currently in 5th place. Driving his space-like shuttle of a 1997 McLaren. crazy top speed, but it does lack in the acceleration department. It is very much like driving a boat, it seems. Very bulky car. Did not mean to go to GCAV, I apologize. Need a break. Let's go take a look. We do see Anita still staying on the butt of here of Out Cold. It's looking for opportunity to pounce. Will we see a change in position here between second and third place? Out Cold driving a very solid race right now. We'll come back to these two in a second. Black Death currently in 6th place. He has Porsche Ferrari F50. Blazing fast car. We are in the supercar series, so these will be in extremely fast vehicles that aren't exactly as nimble as you would necessarily want them to be. For a track like this, it seems like you had a little bit of a rough of a glitch that caused his car to almost come to a complete stop. I wonder if he's having some technical challenges that are causing him to lose position in the polls today. Let's take a look at our race leader GCAV as he is way out in front, almost lapping. Or I think he has successfully lapped everyone. He might even lap second place position by the time this race is over. He's one of the stronger races here in the Over 30 clan. Supporting the Over 30 clan sticker on the back, running his 2014 Lamborghini. For anyone that is here that hasn't seen this before, this is race number 2, season 5 of our summer series, Forza Classic. It is a 12-race series. We do this once per week, every Friday. We have between 6 to 12 participants in the clan who participate. It is a 12-race series. You take the top 10 races, and that is what dictates the final position for the series. We are a clan dedicated to the older generation of streamers. You can find us at www.over30clan.com. You must be over 38 years to join. We are a large, well-organized, non-profit gaming community dedicated to the older generation of gamers. Oh, the Out Cold and Anita taking their pit stop together and drawing a little bit of paint there. So the drivers are required to have one pit stop during the length of the race. This is a requirement of the race. They can take the pit stop whenever they choose to. If we see that Anita break and the Out Cold decided to take it together. Out Cold still in second place, Anita break following very closely behind as they battle for second and third position here. Oh, we see Black Death making a move here, trying to maybe capitalize on 5th place. As he is, Centurio Butts currently in 4th place, lagging far behind the 2nd and 3rd. And back to our race leader, GCAV. As he is drawing a fabulous race. He might even lap the 2nd and 3rd place racers today by the end of this. Currently on lap number 12, sporting his over 30 Clan racing sticker. As he finishes up race number 12, or lap number 12, of our 21 lap race here today. Looks like the Out Cold has been able to move ahead quite a far length from Anita, but she is still keeping him in her sights. That is a very difficult turn there, the first turn of lap number 12. And do we have an uphill slight right as the second turn going into a long straightaway with a very treacherous S-bend at the end of it. Not quite as treacherous as the one that ends the lap, but still very very precariously placed after this very long straightaway. So you get up to, you know, quite a fast rate of speed here. Let's just take a look at the telemetry data as she approaches this. She does have to reduce her speed to about 50 miles per hour in order to get around this safely, and then quickly accelerate up from there. She drives her 2016 Dodge Viper. Let's take a look at the Out Cold in second place. We haven't had much time on him today. As he finishes up, I think that's turn number 6, going downhill here. Just as a reminder, he is sporting the 2018 Porsche 911 GT2 RS. With an incredible acceleration of 9.1, top speed of 8.0. Really helping him today on those straightaways as he's able to keep pace ahead of Anita braking to maintain his second pole pace position. Though this treacherous S-band got the best of him. Oh, Out Cold does manage to get a nose and trade some paint with Anita braking. She capitalizes on this mistake and was able to pass him. Looks like GCAV is going to be lapping. So he decides to go in for his pit stop here. That is a requirement of this race that every driver must do one pit stop during the duration of the race. They can choose when to do it. It's completely up to them, but they must complete at least one pit stop in the race at some point. Centurio Butts finishes off his pit stop and is back on the track. Melvin Dowdy looking to make a move on Black Death here, as he's able to reclaim a 6th place position from Black Death. He looks like he had a bit of an accident. Oh no, actually he's just doing his pit stop here on lap number 14. Let's take a look at our race leader, Centurio Butts, currently in first place. Able to take the position from GCAB. We did have a rolling start. For anyone who might have joined, we are in the second race of our Season 5 Summer Series Classic here at the o30c Clan. I'm being told that plays might be messed up because we did forget to turn off best lap comparison. So we are actually comparing the top lap of the racers today. So we will have to figure that out after the fact. Thank you very much, Black. It was a little bit confusing as the pole positions were jumping around like crazy. I'll keep calling it as I see it for now, and we can check the tape later on to find out the actual position. So Centrino Butt's currently the best lap of the race. We are, it appears, comparing best laps among our drivers today. It appears we need a pre-flight checklist going into our race next week so we don't make the same mistake again. We did accidentally continue to compare laps, so the racer's pole position is not dictated by the number here in the map, which is making it very difficult to call. However, Centrino is the race leader in terms of the fastest lap, and we'll have to figure out the order for which the drivers cross the finish line later. Still an exciting race. The drivers are driving a very clean race here. I need a break here. Going downhill, be very careful not to spin out. It's very easy with these supercars to accidentally pick up a little bit too much speed and not able to take the turn correctly. So it is, you know, taking her time and making sure she gets around this safely. If you are interested, we are doing a giveaway this week. We are giving away an RX 480 4K graphics card. As you see, I put it in the chat there. This is graciously donated by one of our o30c Clan members. It is a used card. We're only delivering it to the United States of America due to customs and other shipping restrictions. So please keep that in mind. Must provide a valid email address. Must provide a valid shipping address as well once you win the prize. But a great upgrade for someone who maybe does not have a very powerful graphics card today. The RX 480 4GB is a pretty good mid-range card. Slightly dated, but can still run most games at 60 FPS on medium settings. So the link is there in the profile. You must be a follower of this channel in order to qualify. So we are in lap number 16 of the 21-lap race. The pole position was an option that we accidentally did not turn on. We are comparing the top laps, so we are unaware of who currently is in first place, but we can still observe the race as it exists today. Since we have lost Black Death, who might have had a bit of a crash here. Black Death did get disconnected, unfortunately. He was in 6th place going into that disconnect, unfortunately, but Forza, being the most stable game on the planet, has yet again failed us miserably. The good news is this race is the best of 10 out of 12 races, so mishaps like this are accounted for. So we do take the top race times of all of the best 10 races from each driver. So if you're unable to make a particular week, where you have something come up or you get a disconnect, it's not going to affect your overall position. It only happens a few times within the season. So we implemented that, I believe, this season in order to accommodate for those mishaps that happen due to the quality connection that Forza fails to establish. So we do have 5 laps to go here to finish up this race. Centurio Butt's driving a very... Oh, just accidentally not braking fast enough and is losing a little bit of momentum there in the dirt. Not something you want to see. Let's go take a look at Anita Brake. Oh, we are looking at Anita Brake. I apologize. That was Anita. Going back to Centurio Butts and currently in first place. This is that treacherous S-turn that leads into lap number 17 here. Centurino is the race leader in terms of the fastest lap. Centurio is driving the 2005 TBR, 7.1 top speed, 6.6 handling, 9.0 acceleration, and just flying down this track. Yeah, that's Forza for you, Black. Yep, game lagged hard several times continuously, getting worse, and then boom, hard lock and crash. Yeah, I actually had a crash. I think when you crashed, I think that's when my game locked up as well for about a second. And then everything actually had to go to... It went to a loading screen, loaded back in, and we continued driving. So I think I felt that crash that happened as well as we switched hosts. It's the quality connection that Forza provides. Oh, looks like we do have a battle up here with GCAV making some moves, I believe, on Anita Brake, if I'm not mistaken. Looks like we might have a bit of a battle here between GCAV and Anita Brake. Taking that turn a little wide there, getting his tires in the dirt a little bit. That will provide. It will cause a little bit of loss of momentum. Let's take a look at the how cold we haven't visited with him too much today. So he cautiously goes around this turn, making sure to keep his wheels on the pavement. Smart man. All the drivers are driving an excellent race today. We haven't seen any major crashes or spinouts. But we do still have 3 laps to go here in race number 2 of the Summer Series Forza Classic. Seems we do have a position for a battle for position here. GCAV is making a move on Anita Brake. Only about 5 or 6 car lengths behind as he's looks to be picking up some speed here. This is a very dangerous turn to do a pass on because they do have to slam the brakes on quite hard here to make it around this without slamming into any of the walls. GCAV managing to pull it off flawlessly as he passes Anita Brake here on lap number 18. We haven't spent much time with Vendetti, so we'll get back to this in a second. Vendetti driving the futuristic black car here. the boat of the S-Class, the 1997 McLaren. Looks more like a shuttle than a car. Let's go back to the battle here. Oh, Anita almost spinning her right there, spinning her tires a little bit, losing a bit of momentum. Centurio, but still our lap leader. Oh, as Anita has to slam on the brakes, almost losing a bit of control there. Has to course correct, get back on the track, and loses a tremendous amount of space between her and Centurio Butts. Out cold here, currently in third position in terms of the best lap. We will figure out the pole position after. We did forget to turn off that setting, so we are not looking at the leader in terms of the pole position. We are looking at the leaders in terms of the fastest lap, which is a slight mishap from our end, which does happen from time to time. So we'll have to review the footage after to find the pole position for our drivers today for the scoring, but it is still pretty exciting to watch. Hey Break, what's up, man? Thank you for joining. Hope you enjoy. We're about to finish up lap number 19 here and get into lap 20. 2 laps to go here in race number 2 of the Summer Series Classic Season 5. Race finish currently should be Butts, GCav, Vindadu, Anita, and then Cold and Black. Okay, thank you, appreciate it. We do have Butts in first place, GCav in second, Vindadu in third, Anita in fourth, and Out Cold in fifth, and Black Death currently in did not finish. We did have a slight connection problem there. I heard it happens from time to time with Forza 7. Go figure. Let's take a look at our race leader here, GCav. Or I should say Butts, as he finishes lap number 19, going lap number 20 with a commanding lead over second place. He's also our lap leader with a 2.23, I believe it was, at the top there. Just flying around this S-bend. Handling on this car is absolutely nuts. The 6.6. Allowing him to be very aggressive on these tight turns. I was thinking about dieting, so I ordered Italian food. Damn straight. Carve it up, man. Remember, everyone who loses weight dieting just makes fat people feel bad. Take a look at GCav currently in our second place position here. Midway through his lap number 20. Downhill, long left. Too much good food to die on oneself. Definitely, definitely, Big. Eat it up, man. Make sure you get the entire Italian bread loaf. Slap a little bit of garlic butter on that. Ah, bellissimo. Well, Italian wine. Fantastic. Vendado and there might be a passing opportunity between Vendado and Nita Brake, because Vendado's taking a wide turn here, so Nita's slamming on her brakes to make sure she doesn't lose control. So Vendado is able to take position here on Anita. Vendado, I believe, is currently in third place with his futuristic-looking McLaren. Man, that thing looks like a shuttle. The artist of the over 30 claim Anita Brake is flying down the track. 2016 Dodge Viper. I got pasta bolognese, garlic bread, and those spinach mushrooms, mozzarella, pinwheels, and marinara. Excellent. Are you sure that's enough? You don't want to go hungry. Of course, I don't think I've ever met a hungry Italian person. It's funny, I dated an Italian once, and her parents used to get actually upset when I showed up at the house for our date, which was a dinner date. So I show up at the house at like 4 o'clock to pick my girlfriend up. Her mom sits me down in the kitchen by myself and proceeds to feed me. Knowing full well I'm about to take her daughter out to frickin' eat. Yeah. So I always had to show up extra hungry to their house and eat a little bit, or her mom would get upset with me. Look at this top speed here. Getting up to about 125 miles per hour on that straightaway. Just fantastic. Let's go back to our race leader here, Centurio Butts. Sporting a 2:22 best lap today, which is absolutely fantastic. Yeah, exactly, right? My girlfriend now is only like a quarter Italian, so she's a good cook, but she doesn't force feed me, which is fantastic. I do not need to be force-fed food. I am gladly eat enough of it by myself. Centurio Butts just whipping around the track here. We are in the final lap of race number 2 of the Season 5 Summer Series here at theover30clan.com. As we finish up this race, if you want to learn more about the over30clan.com, you go to www.over30clan.com. We also have the SoundCloud, where we do a weekly podcast. You can find that on SoundCloud, under the Over 30 Clan. We have a Facebook page, Over 30 Clan USA, and a gaming, hardware, and game review blog at blog.over30clan.com. Oh, you're about 8% Italian according to those DNA testing kits? Gotta be careful with those kits. I've heard of them actually like breaking families apart, like a family believing they were like 100% a certain culture or race or what have you, and then getting a test back and being completely different. So their whole cultural identity was shattered, and the family didn't know what to do. So much of their like life was around this cultural identity. They found out that they are not actually from that place. I can't remember what nationality they were, or I thought they were, but I thought it was pretty hilarious to have your entire world just destroyed like that. We do have Centurio Butts here approaching the last hairpin turn and concluding lap number, our final lap here to lap number 21. Take off your glasses, please, Daddy. What's up, man? My lights are like super effing bright, and I think I look better with glasses on, to be honest. And there you have it. The completion of lap 21, Centrino Butts. Currently in first place. Fantastic race by Centrino. Centurio, I should say. I keep calling him Centrino. I've got to get his name right eventually. As GCav here is finishing up his lap number 21. Sporting the Over 30 Clan Racing decal in the back here. With his 2014 Lamborghini. As he slows down to take this last hairpin turn here and complete his final lap. Vendadu currently in third place, driving the futuristic 1997 McLaren with that gloss black paint job. It looks more like a shuttle than a car, to be honest, and it appears to drive a bit like a boat. But he is finishing up his lap number 29. He has had an excellent race as well. The racers today have been absolutely excellent. We've seen no major issues. Need a break looking to finish up her lap 21 here. Followed by the out cold. His green and white Porsche 2018 with the Xbox Windows logo. Because who doesn't want to support Windows? We are just finishing up the race number 2 of the Season 5 Summer Series here at the Over 30 Clan. This is a weekly race we do every Friday. We have between 6 and 12 racers. Today is a little bit light on the racers. We did have one not qualify. The race has ended, so there you go. Centrino Butts currently in first place, GCav second, Vendadu third, Anita Break fourth, The Cold fifth, and Black Death in sixth. I am o30c, your host for today's race. Let's go check in with the racers and see how everything went.
Well,
hey guys.
I probably stayed out one lap longer than I should have.
What's up, buddy?
Hey, good racing today.
Yep. Other than the disconnect, but what are you gonna do?
Yeah. yeah. You have to account for it somehow, which we do, so that's good. But
yep, that's exactly why we go best 10 out of 12.
Yeah, but no, good driving today, guys. I mean, you know, we should just assign one person secretively to be the one who gets into a lot of crashes, so we can have a little bit for the stream to watch. But no, you guys drove an excellent race. There's some good good battles. I caught the that really tight S-bend where you got your nose into the wall there. Yeah, I got that.
That was the end.
I got GCav spinning at the beginning. I got there's another like off, just a really wide turn that went into the dirt. I think it was like out cold or something like that, but nothing, you know, nothing earth shattering.
So you're saying I need to drink more before the race?
Merry Christmas, T-Reg.
We need a good end over interact.
If you are interested, the Over 30 Clan is offering a RX 480 graphics card, 4 gig. It is donated by one of our members here at the Over 30 Clan. It is only open to U.S. residents, unfortunately. I'm a Canadian, I can't qualify it for myself, not that I would. But if you do have a crappy graphics card, you're looking for a modest upgrade, this could be a great giveaway for you. We are giving it away this week. You must be a follower of the Over 30 Clan in order to qualify. The Gleam.io is pasted there in the chat.
Race number 3 will be Mugello.
Ooh.
That's exciting.
If somebody would pull up the band cars, please.
Well, just so you know, Black, going to the previous race does show everything in order. When it was
Okay.
done by best lap.
All right, well, I'm going to sign off on the stream here, guys, but great race today. Sorry that you had the disconnected
Thanks
Black.
for doing it.
Yeah, thanks,
my pleasure.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, everyone, for watching.
Well, thank you, everyone, for hanging out with us today. We appreciate it. Again, if you want to check out more about the Over 30 Clan, you can go to www.over30clan.com. We're also on SoundCloud under Over 30 Clan. I have a Facebook page, Instagram, forget Facebook, you name it, we got it. A blog at blog.over30clan.com. Must be 30 years or older to join. We are a gaming community dedicated to the older generation of gamers. Thank you very much for checking in. We do have the Forza series every single week on Friday. I will be your host for most of the races, so feel free to check us out around 11 p.m. Eastern. We do have the pre-qualifying race starting at 10:45. It's 3 laps to set the pole position. So thank you everyone who joined. D-Rag with the awesome emotes in the chat there. Break your face with your Italian food. Have fun. And we will see you guys next week. Take care.